Well, friends, I was going to do a writing video with this pen, but I just opened it and I think that's mold. Ugh. So I am going to just completely rinse these out, get as much of the ink out. I forget what ink it was. It's a blue. It makes me think that this was probably one of like the ink vent colors from 2019 that I was doing. So anyway, I'll clean them out and I'll put them in some fountain pen flush. Now I'll just leave it like that for, I don't know, overnight and see what happens. That sucks. Check your pens, friends. Here we are, friends. We are soaking. And I'm not really sure what pen flush will do to ebonite, which is that material of the pen. But I bought that pen secondhand. It is one of my favorites, but I'm not like majorly concerned with anything happening to it. It wasn't like super costly. So it is what it is. I just want to salvage it and hopefully I can use it later. Well, not today, but you know, some other time. So now that makes me think I should probably check my samples or just my ink bottles. Sometimes I dip the nib, you know, in the ink to draw ink into the converter. Oh, I'm gonna have to stop doing that and just use the converter, or use a syringe and fill the converter. Oof. First time it's happened to me ever in 2 years of fountain pen fun. Okay, so this is what I wanted to show you, friends. I was picking out a pen so that I could ink it up with this color and do a ink review, basically. But just a little bit about the ink. This is Year New Hue by Endless Pens for Robert Oster. And this is the 2023 exclusive, and it is inspired by Viva Magenta, which is the 2023 Pantone color. So yeah, it is a nice magenta color with shimmer and I think blue sheen. I do have a swatch ready. I mean, you can see here on the top right a little bit. So I do have a swatch, so let's look at that. This is so hard to capture, friends, because in person, of course, it's lighter. And you can see the shimmer. It's like a purple, like a blue purple shimmer. So let's see if we can like get in front of like direct sunlight and if that changes. Oh my gosh, yeah. That's so wild. That's wild. So cool. So I was going to pick out one of my usual pens that I use with shimmering ink because, as you know me, I'm afraid of shimmer. And I don't want to get every pen that I have just with like shimmer particles that I will be constantly seeing for the future. So I dedicate a few pens to them. So I don't know, I'll just find one of my other ones, preferably with a medium nib, and I'll get to writing. I may just write a full page or, you know, just a little bit and then show you here check back in with you guys for a little bit. What does that look like? That looks like a little smiley face with the bow on top. It's kind of scary. It's kind of creepy. They're kind of cute. All right, I'll be right back, friends. Well, friends, this is taking a lot longer than planned because guess what? I didn't have a plan today. I knew this morning that I wanted to make a video. So I was like, well, what can I do? And I knew I already had the swatch prepared that I had just basically been allowing it to dry for, and it's been ready for like weeks now. But anyway, I was like, well, let me just go ahead and fill out my pages. Let me just do some writing. And then that's when I discovered my moldy pen, which just threw things like off for me. Because now I'm in like I should check on my pens. I should check on my inks, and I really don't want to. I hope it's just like an isolated incident and like I won't discover anything else. And then also like I have this desk situation that hopefully I can show you guys here in a little bit, but it's so messy, it's so crowded. I have so much stuff on my desk that I can't even move. My desk is like 3 times this size, but then this is what I have to write with. So you remember I had like this case, some kind of case over here, like a chest kind of thing. Well, I removed it because I thought it was too bulky, but now I think I need to bring it back because this was sitting on top and it kept all of this area basically clear of anything for the camera and for me. So I think I'll do that again. It's just decisions, friends. So, okay, I found this Jason Neal Penworks pen with a medium nib that I will be using. I don't spot any mold. Yeah, I think it should be good. But, again, this is a shimmering ink, and I'm just... Maybe it's that also. Like, I'm just like, I need to ink up another pen with a shimmer. Because the current pens that the pens that I currently use for shimmer are all loaded, and maybe like if I clean them, of course I wouldn't be able to use them right away. I would have to let them dry and whatever. So whatever, friends, and we're just doing it. I'm just being picky and weird, but I hope I did get some of that shimmer in here. And let's just wipe this off. Yeah, it looks like I mean, in the paper towel, I see some shimmer. So, yeah, I think we did okay. And then let's cap our ink first. Oops, sorry. And then let's put our converter in here. I'm going to flood the feed just a tad bit because I don't like waiting forever for the ink to actually go down to the feed. I see it already like moving in there. You can't see it because it's very like far. Let me see. And do you hear my puppies snoring? I hear them. So, okay. Yeah, I think that's good for now. Now, something I liked to do when I wanted to just like start writing is that I would dip my pen or my nib in the sample or in the bottle of ink. But I think I may just have to opt for something different. Maybe I just like get some ink in one of these like glass vials and dip my nib in here, you know, that way it's more isolated, and in case I do contaminate this or something, then I'm not wasting a full bottle of ink, because that would really just stink. Now, do I have an eyedropper here? Let's see. Oh yeah, I see one. So let's just do that really quick. Yeah, hit it in the eyedropper. And you can see I had used it before because these like never completely, well, I think I did use it because you see there's like some condensation here. Yeah, these like never really like dried down completely, or it could be like an imperfection of the material. So whatever, I'm just gonna be safe because I don't want this to occur again. And fun fact, this is the sample vial in which my sample of Rosa Mexicano came in before I ordered the bottles of ink. So yeah, it's pretty neat. Okay, let's just draw us some ink in here. And I really don't need a lot, but I don't want to return that. I mean, there's really not a lot, but I don't want to return it to the bottle. So, and now I have a dirty pipette to clean. It's always something, friends. This, oh, that's the wrong cap. This inky business is messy. Messy, messy, messy. I'm surprised I haven't, like, knock on wood, like spilled ink on my desk. But actually, I did spill. I don't know if you saw me, oops. I don't know if you followed on Instagram, but I spilled half of this ink vial on my dog and my carpet, and it was the worst. Never again. Okay, I'm just gonna dip my nib in here. Yeah. Yeah. There you go. You guys hear my puppy? He is tired boots, he said. It's a rough life for my puppy. And see how the ink, or sorry, let me see. Yeah, all of the ink just basically went down the breather hole into the nib. So we should be good to go, friends. I may speed this up a little bit so we're not sitting here forever. Okay, friends, let's zoom in and check this out just really quick. Okay, let's zoom in and check this out. So far it's behaving really, really well. I am not mad at it, but I am not seeing any of the shimmer yet. But, and you know, this is why, oh no, never mind. I do see it like over here in the last line. It's just very hard to see, like it appears in a specific angle. So I'm just gonna keep writing and we'll check back again. Okay, friends, here we are finally. That wasn't too bad, and I highly recommend doing this type of writing where you just where you just pick up a book. Could be any random book. You can pick a random page. You can pick like your favorite chapter. You can start from the beginning and dedicate like a notebook to a book. But you doing that kind of like mindless writing and using up your ink, for me, has been very, very beneficial, just because this is the only time I get to be creative in a way. A lot of my time during the week is very tech heavy and very computer heavy, so I'm in front of a computer all day and I don't get to use my pens like I want to. So this personally helps me a lot, and I just want to share that tip with you. But anyway, let's just look at the color. I am eventually going to move over to the sunlight because it looks a lot better, but this was a pretty well-behaved ink. As is probably expected from like Robert Oster inks, they're pretty great. And I didn't have any problems with the shimmer. So again, like I don't tend to see a lot of the shimmer when I'm here like in front of the page, but actually here in this angle, let me see, there you go. See this, la invitación enviada, like that, there's a lot of shimmer there, and I think I had just stopped writing and then I picked up again here. So you can see there is shimmer in the ink. It's just like hitting the angle where the light hits it. That's when you'll see it the most. So yeah, this is a great color, and I actually want to compare it to my very own Rosa Mexicano because they are probably close, but they won't be the same. I can just tell you that for sure. And actually, I think I have a swatch prepared, so let's look at that really quickly. Okay, friends, I found my swatches. So the top one is the Endless Pens Robert Oster with the magenta. You can probably say it's magenta, like shimmer. It's very purple, very, very dark. And then the one below is my very own Rosa Mexicano with the gold sheen. And I did put a lot of ink on here because I did want to get the sheen. So we'll be looking at this and this over in direct sunlight. So let's head over there. Okay, so here we are in front of a window. Lots of sunlight coming in. Yeah, look at the ink. Look at the writing over there on the left. That's lovely. That's nice. I love the big swatch, how, you know, like here, you don't see the shimmer, but then you angle it, and there it is in all its glory. Look at this section. So nice. It's so cool. Yeah, very nice color. Okay, let's compare really quickly the two colors that I was talking about. Okay, here we go. The top one is the Endless Pens, Year New Hue. And the bottom one is Rosa Mexicano with that gold sheen that just is lovely. So yeah, very different. I would say the Endless Pens is a little more probably true to the inspiration, which is the magenta color, Viva Magenta. And Rosa Mexicano, you can see how bright that color is. It's really fun. So thank you, friends. Thank you so much for joining me in this impromptu video where I was a little lost at first, but now I'm found. This was so fun. I highly recommend this ink if you're looking for this kind of color, or like adding a shimmer ink to your collection, or just supporting Endless Pens and Mica Finds, because I believe this is a close collaboration between the two. Super neat. I'm glad I have this in my collection. And just by the way, Endless Pens sent me this ink for me to try and have in my collection, so I'm really grateful, and thank you, or big thanks to Endless Pens. Thank you, friends. Catch you again next time. Bye-bye.